Taz Effect hits you like a wave, a fresh new spin on the news you crave. Turn the page and you see the light, a different angle that feels so right. No more waiting for the truth to show. Every story starts to glow. Daily news in a way you didn't know. It's the Taz Effect that steals the show. Open your mind, let the colors flow. Daily news in a way you didn't know.
Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me here for the Taz Effect Daily News in a way you did not know you could use. For those listening in over the radio airwaves, thank you for tuning in at gcpr.live. And for everyone else watching and listening from all around the web on social media, thank you for joining. If you did not know, today we said toodaloo to Jesse Jackson. And of course, Trump had to try to make it about himself because why not? What better things does he have to do with being a waste of space and everything else? So Trump turns Jesse Jackson tribute into explosive attack on Obama as he denies being racist. Him denying being racist is as productive as me denying being black. Donald Trump paid tribute to Reverend Jesse Jackson by tearing apart Barack Obama and trashing Democrats for calling him a racist. Mhm. The civil rights leaders, that's an interesting stretch. It truly is. The civil rights leader died on Tuesday morning at the age of 84, surrounded by loved ones, according to his family. The president issued a statement praising Jackson as a good man. That's how you know somebody is not a good man, when Trump says that they are. With a lot of street smarts before using the tribute to attack his political enemies. Not he just. Now he looked at the black man and was like, yeah, he got street smarts, because you know. Despite the fact that I am falsely and consistently called a racist by the scoundrels and lunatics on the radical left, Democrats, all, it was always my pleasure to help Jesse along the way, Trump wrote on Truth Social. Sir, you are a racist. You're a flaming racist. Like, we all know this. It's not a secret. Like, it's not a secret. The president went on to claim that he provided office space for Jackson's social not justice nonprofit for years in the Trump building in Manhattan. Okay, you made space for a Sambo. Ooh, we don't give a fuck. Oops, my bad. Said the no word. We don't give a shit. He also bragged that he helped sign criminal justice reform into law during his first administration as a favor to Jackson, a former U.S. presidential candidate. Does he not know we could see him? I think he thinks that, he's hidden from view. He also bragged that he helped. No, I'm sorry. Jesse was a force of nature like few others before him, Trump continued, before pointedly emphasizing Obama's middle name. He had much to do with the election without acknowledgement or credit of Barack Hussein Obama, a man who Jesse could not stand. Jesse was jealous of virtually every black man that is successful because Jesse thought that he could grift his way into success. He thought that proximity would give him clout and power, and we don't mess with Jesse. Okay, messy Jesse is where messy Jesse need to be, in a box with Lizzie. Trump attacks comes just weeks after he posted an AI generated video that depicted the former president and First Lady Michelle Obama as apes. Mhm. He loved his family greatly, and to them I send my deepest sympathies and condolences. Jesse will be missed, Trump concluded. I bet you Trump didn't even know Jesse was sick. But they're not that far off in age. Go join your friend. No need to miss him. Go with him. Go miss him. No, Jesse didn't like Obama. Jesse didn't like Martin Luther King Jr. Jesse didn't like anybody. Okay, but Jesse's ego thought he had it going on. Jackson was an influential supporter of Obama's 2008 presidential campaign. No, he was trying to save face. Let's not forget that when Obama won election for the first time, Jesse Jackson was caught on a hot mic condemning that man and letting his jealousy shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. But okay. Now, like I said, Sambo, Sambo, have you heard? We returned one back. Okay, Jesse Jackson should have been returned to sender in 1968, but we had 80 some odd years with him, and that was 80 years too many. Some people might be like, Taz, why are you hating on him? He was a civil rights leader. What did he lead? What did he lead? He stole the moniker, the tagline, and trademarked the name Rainbow Coalition and did nothing with the rainbow and didn't have a coalition of anything. Now, many have heard the accounts of most notably, Reverend Abernathy and his feelings on Jesse Jackson. Jesse. Some know, some don't know. I was educated by Abernathy Jr. and a multitude of others. Jesse Jackson ain't shit. Wasn't shit, wasn't gonna be shit, wasn't trying to be shit. Okay? He wasn't trying to be shit. If every black person had a hater as long as Jesse Jackson was still on the earth. Hey, Jay. Happy Mardi Gras to you too. Now, why do people hate Jesse? Because he's a hateable person. He has a hateable face. He has a hateable personality. He is hateable. And he's very punchable. And before you go, well, then we shouldn't speak ill of the dead. Y'all do realize speaking ill of the dead means don't lie on the dead. It doesn't mean talk about the bullshit that they did while they walked the earth. And don't go, but he has a family that loves him. So did Hitler. You think I give a damn about them either? Just because we skin folk don't mean that we kin folk. Mm-hmm. Even MLK found Jesse Jackson to be an opportunistic, disingenuous fraud. He was out to promote Jesse Jackson and Jesse Jackson only, not the black community, not equity, not forward motion, Jesse Jackson. Let's not forget that Jesse Jackson, throughout his lifetime, also made racially insensitive remarks about Jewish people, Asians, and the Obama family. Jesse Jackson didn't just open the door. He increased the size of the doorway for racists to come through and be racist towards the Obamas, especially Michelle Obama. He consistently grandstands. And older people were like, we were fine being called black. We were fine with I'm black and I'm proud. But see, when I'm black and I'm proud got popular, here came Jesse Jackson. Oh, no. You need to be like me, an uppity Negro. We're African American. African Americanese. Okay? He did a lot of posturing and rhyming and making up of words. Y'all remember when he was the butt of them jokes? during his consistent and continuous runs for the Democratic presidential nomination. Mm-hmm. He made a clown of himself and essentially made a mockery and a joke of the Black community with all of his shenanigans and cosplaying and minstreling in regards to presidential campaigns. He never truly gave it a true effort. But what really chaps the ass of many people is if this mofo decided that racism ended, yeah, you heard me. This mofo decided that racism ended with the passage of the Civil Rights Act. Then he said, well, maybe it didn't end there, but it definitely ended with the appointment of the first Black CEO. Then he's like, well, maybe it didn't end there, but it ended when we got the first Black senator. Oh, well, it ended when we got the first Black quarterback, and kept doing that. He kept opening the door and standing guard as security for racist white folks. He perpetuated the language that proved to be some of the biggest hindrances to forward motion towards equity. He decided to copyright the names, the titles, the labels that were associated with some of our greatest organizations, to the point where we could no longer get proper funding and membership for these organizations because people didn't recognize them. He took Rainbow Coalition to try to erase Fred Hampton. So screw him. Well, ignorance isn't a choice. Stupidity is. And he wasn't choosing to be stupid or ignorant, hardly. He was choosing to be hateful. He was choosing to placate to the white man while selling out the Black man, while pretending, cosplaying, if you will, to be an activist for civil rights. So I don't care. I know that right now his spirit is on a rotisserie for Beelzebub, and when Beelzebub is done gnawing on whatever he gonna gnaw on, Jesse gonna be looking up at us forever. Couldn't have happened to a better bloke. And I know he's been sick for a while and slowly dying for a while, and I hope it was painful. I hope that every day until the wee hours of this morning, every dirty, dastardly deed replayed betwixt his ears and behind his eyes. I hope that everybody he had a hand in selling out and sending to their maker soon paid him a glorious visit throughout the night. I hope that his mind went to the point where he was trapped in 1968. When I say be careful who you support, do not just look at someone's gender or how many followers they were able to swoon together. Because no, all Tunisians are in mourning because one of their own is gone. Yeah, the Contested Coalition, oh, they done drew the shades. They covering mirrors. They out there like, swing low, sweet chariot. And we like dropping low, drop, 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 dropping low, drop, drop. Just drop the casket. As a matter of fact, I think all of us should chip in 2 cents and get him a cardboard casket. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you should have tuned in to Porch of No Judgment. You like how I do that there? How I do that there? Hello, hello, hello. Because Mm-mm. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't nothing. First of all, we know how racist Trump is. We know this. And we know historically when a racist person mourns a melanated person, alert, the fuck you mean? You think a racist is would shed a tear if I kick the bucket right now? No. For about 35 seconds, they would have rhythm. And they would be dancing the dancest jig known to them. You know. All righty. Moving on to other more important news. I'm an asshole. I ain't shit. I never said I was. Let's not forget, okay? I was trying to auction off my co-host on Sunday. Seriously. Depending on the price, they could be yours by tonight. They could be yours by tonight. Um Now, also becoming fertilizer today. Okay, there's a better way I could have said that. But I'm not going to change how I said it. Robert Duvall, star of The Godfather and The Great Santini, dies at 95. Robert Duvall, who won an Oscar for The Tender Mercies and was nominated for his roles in films including The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, and The Great Santini, has died. He was 95. Duvall's death was announced on Facebook via a statement from his wife, Luciana Duvall. Of course, because old people always want to go to Facebook and notify, ma'am, you have a PR team. You have a PR team. That's how you're sitting almost to here. First of all, my name is Taz. Hello, my name is Taz. Second of all, my followers self-named themselves heathens. Where did you think you was going? Did you think we was going up beyond? Because we're not. We're not. There's a meeting in the downstairs. Mm-hmm. See, it's a stairway to heaven, and I got a no call, no show leg. We slide down the pole with Lil Nas X. Finally becoming fertilizer today in Hell's Garden. Exactly. You know, just a shovel full of dirt will make them go down. Okay, okay. I'm gonna give us a fighting chance. I'm gonna give us a fighting chance. Okay, we're gonna try to fight temptations of going to hell today. Coming from the Daily Beast, Hillary Clinton clashes with European leader in heated exchange over corrupt Trump. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton found herself involved in a heated exchange with a senior Czech politician as she went on the attack against Donald Trump Sr. in a panel discussion in the Munich Security Conference. And see, that's the thing. Some far too many people forget that former cabinet members, former presidents are still a part of geopolitics. Like they get invited to speak on stuff. Don't do dumb shit. And if you're going to be a Trump sycophant outside the United States, one, you're incredibly stupid. And I mean that from the bottom of my soul, from the core of my being. You stupid as shit. And two, most of us don't like him. And we're going to let you know that you're stupid to your face. To your face. Asked by the panel moderator about the Trump administration's approach to the Russia Ukraine conflict, Clinton accused the president of colluding with Vladimir Putin to profit from the death of Ukrainians. Well, she's not wrong. There's a lot of things Miss Rodham Clinton will tell you, okay? There's a lot of things she will and won't do. Lie to you ain't one of them, Okay? She ain't even lie to us about her own husband. Because she's like, look, he can't keep his pee-pee in his pants. I don't really care because I don't want him touching me with the pee-pee. Why you think we only had one kid? Okay? We kissed and bumped undercarriages one time. I like to lip sync. He like to do whatever he do. But I do know he likes to do it with grown women. Ugly bitches, if you will. Okay? The uglier, the better. He like it. I love it. That's what she say. And if y'all think I'm joking and you're like, Taz, you're being mean, look up the women that have come forward and said that they did the Uchi Coochie Wally Wally with Trump, with Clinton. Them broads look like they've been smacked in the face with the bed frame. Now I know ugly twitches need love too, but Jesus, Mary and Rosa. It ain't enough darkness in the world. Okay, it ain't enough. How much you drinking? He be drinking while he smoking. Yeah, he got so high. He got he got giraffe nose hair high. And was like, it's the magical Leo Florida. Yeah, that's what he thought. That's what he Like Monica Lewinsky is just now starting to look decent after like 45 years of plastic surgery. And she's still trying to get Wild Willie's attention. Every time a sex scandal pops up, remember what you did to me, girl. You ain't got to do all of that, okay? I'm sure he keeps you updated with his contact information. Just send him a cooter biscuit pic. He'll be there. He'll be there, okay? He gonna nom all over it, okay? He got a cigar waiting for you. Because we know, if you know, you know. If you don't know about the cigar reference, you're probably too young to be here. But Google is free. Google is free, okay? Right, Crypt Keeper looking bras. Like, I think that the effort to force Ukraine into a surrender deal with Putin is shameful. I think that the effort that Putin and Trump are making to profit off the misery and death of the Ukrainian people is a historic error and corrupt to the nth degree, she said. Now, the moderator went on to ask the Czech foreign minister, Petra Machinka, another panelist in Saturday's public session, if he agreed. Machinka's first response was to Clinton herself, turning to her and asking, I think you really don't like him. Nigga, what? What was your first clip? You shouldn't like him either. But isn't it amazing that when a woman makes a valid point, they try to make it seem like it's an emotion thing? But men done started whole ass wars because of their bruised ego. Because somebody didn't want to share their toys with them. Because somebody wouldn't get them a bite of their snack. Because somebody wouldn't let them put their Peter whacker into their wife. That is absolutely true. Not only do I not like him, I don't like him because of what he's doing to the United States and the world. And I think you should take a hard look at if you think there is something good that will come out of it. Clinton replied, and this is how we do it. Do not ever make yourself small. And what? And what? And what? We don't like him. You like Trump? You like Trump? Hey, Nana J. We don't like him. We don't like him, and we don't care if you do. Machinka, a right-wing populist who also serves as a deputy prime minister, responded. And here's the thing: you right-wingers around the globe, blowing smoke up Trump's ass does what? You do know it in about a month and a half, 1.5 business months, Trump is officially a lame duck. And for those that don't understand what I mean, Trump has no more elections to run for. Trump has zero political power left. Zero. Hey, General Gambit. Zero political power left. So just like with every U.S. president, every single one, since we had term limits, The second presidency, going into the second year, especially during primary season. Once we get through the first primary, they're a lame duck. There's nothing anybody needs from them. It really does not matter what they do. Just like when Joseph Robinette Biden was like, yeah, I'm dropping out the race. He became a lame duck president. That's why he was like, I'm going to just do what I want to do. Because who going to stop me, boo? And ain't nobody really looking at me to make too many changes because I can't. Even my party isn't going to rock with me because I don't have any political power left. So if you're like, even in the United States, what you doing? But okay, this is what we're gonna do. So Machinka said this: I think what Trump is doing in America is reaction for some policies that really went too far from regular people, too far from reality. White bitch said what? I love how white racist on the far right, or the racist, in predominantly white countries where they can go their entire life in major metropolitan areas and see no one with melanin, where they get up every day and before they can turn on a light, they got to drown themselves in sunscreen, okay? Where UV whoops their ass every day like they Debo wanting all the money. Has the nerve to go, I seen you, Negro president. And I see all them darkies all over the TV. You done went too far from reality. Too far. Way too far from reality. You don't let the darkies in. I mean, we don't have the best track record of keeping ourselves alive, but gosh darn it, you don't let the darkies in. Coming from a population of people that can't seem to find the hole unless the hole is in a child or an animal, I'm gonna need you to pipe down. Pipe down. Pipe down. When asked by Clinton for examples, Machinka said, we saw the cancel culture. We saw the woke revolution. I don't agree with the gender revolution, the climate alarmism. Acknowledging that people exist. I mean, we acknowledge that you exist, Casper, the not so friendly ghost. Like what the? We can see through you, but we still acknowledge that you were there. Like, what you want? Hey, Tristina. Like, what do you want? White people in the sun is like a fork in a microwave, sparks and a lot of pain. Hell. Annabelle said it, not me. The if cancel culture was a thing, we wouldn't have to be dealing with Trump right now. You know that, right? You do know that. You know we wouldn't have to deal with that, twaddle. But you know. Like these are a people that decided on all the descriptors, all the things that they could name themselves. They named themselves avoid. And I know, you're like, what do you mean, Taz? They called themselves white. How do you create white? You have to take everything out. You have to take everything out. This is why they're like, white is pure, because there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. They named themselves a void. And then the people that they decided that they were going to have a forever one-sided beef with, black folks, you named us. You named us after what happens, what occurs when everything comes together and unites. And you wonder why we're beautiful, why we're powerful, why we are where and what you want to be. Like, I'm not listening to people that are that stupid. Like, if I'm going to name myself, if I'm going to sit here and go, I am the best that there ever was, I'm not going to name myself after a void. And then name my self proclaimed nemesis all powerful. Hmm. Hmm. Don't you know no good? Don't you know no good? Now, we got, oh, here we go. Here we go. All righty. Real quick pause for the cause. We have a station announcement from GCPR Radio. You're listening to GCPR, the heartbeat of the World Wide Web. From the morning commute to the late night grind, we're right there with you. But we're more than just music and news. We're a platform for the voices that make this community move. Does your business have a story to tell? Because we have the ears you want to reach. From live remotes at your front door to digital campaigns that follow our listeners wherever they go, GCPR Radio connects you to the people who matter most, your neighbors. Let's grow together. Visit us at gcpr.live/advertise-with-us.html. And let's get your brand on the airwaves today. GCPR, where every voice matters. Absolutely, you should, chicken. As we continue on, coming from the LA Times, federal judge rules Kilmar Abrego Garcia can't be redetained by immigration authorities. Oh, sucks to be ICE. Oh, it sucks so good. Immigration and Customs Enforcement cannot redetain Kilmar Abrego Garcia because a 90-day detention period has expired and the government has no viable plan for deporting him, a federal judge ruled on Tuesday. When they born, they're pink. When they cold, they're blue. When they're sick, they're green. And if they're sun, they're red. But white people have the nerve to call you color. I like that point. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The Salvadorian national's case has become a focal point in the immigration debate after he was mistakenly deported to his home country last year. Since his return, he has been fighting a second deportation to a series of African countries proposed by Department of Homeland Security officials. Here's the thing. If you still rock with Kristi Noem, DHS, the borders are all this BS and all that jazz, you're just racist and say it. Because if these people were so horrible, why not send them back to where they belong, where they came from? Why are we arbitrarily picking countries and just dropping people off there? Because if they're so horrible, why would we want to infiltrate and make somebody else's country horrible? And also, why are we paying countries that they're not from millions of dollars to take these people? Yeah, Kristi Noem is a bird like a that's contagious. Oh, you Harley. No, I'm gonna laugh. Okay, hold on. The government made one empty threat after another to remove him to countries in Africa with no real chance of success. U.S. District Judge Paula Zinnes in Maryland wrote in her Tuesday order. From this, the court easily concludes there is no good reason to believe removal is likely in the reasonable foreseeable future, because there isn't. And you know why they're like, we're going to send you to an African country? Because they're banking on racism. Say it with me. The racism. Because they're like, oh, everybody's afraid of the black darky countries. Nobody wants to go there, bruh. Everybody is safer in a black country. Okay? Everybody. In the same clothes they had when they detained. No money, no way home. Right. Like, come on. So we doing Mexican cartel stuff. Just take them to the border and drop them. And then for those that are like, well, DHS is offering them money to self deport. Please explain to me how much self deporting are you doing for $3,000? Exactly. Cero. Cero, cero, cero. Cero, 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 cero. Cero, cero. Cero, cero. Cero, cero. Cero, cero, cero. Cero, cero. Woo! Cero, cero. Nada. Cero, cero. Nada, nada, nada. Cero, cero. Nada. Cero, cero. Nada. Mm-hmm. That's how much you're doing. Yes, 1,000 now. Yeah, like they keep dropping the price because they're losing budgets. And speaking of DHS, the dusty hole sector. No, hardly. No, I'll be done in a minute. No, go back and lay down. Go finish taking your nap. Go. Go. Back it up. Beep, 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 beep. Thank you. No, you're not listening. You're not listening. Go lay down. No, go. No, thank you. She said she don't care about y'all getting your news. Okay, she wants her attention. She don't look at me like that. You got 25 more minutes. You will survive. You will survive. Girl, as long as you stay over there, you will stay alive. I got 25 minutes to give. You will survive. Hey, hey, no. And don't be having a bleeding hearts for her. She fine. DJ said, hey, heart. Stop. So, Trump breaks silence on reports about Kristi Noem's floozy behavior. Okay, sorry. Trump breaks silence on reports about Kristi Noem's relationship with top aide days after Wall Street Journal expose. In case you didn't know, I know that y'all are like, Rupert and Trump are like this. They're bosom buddies because Fox Entertainment News always kisses the taint stank meat of Trump. Rupert, the Australian Murdoch, also owns the Wall Street Journal. Rupert is the perfect example of white men and white men privilege. They will make money off of you, whether they like you or not. They will make money any way in every which way that they can. They will play both sides of the fence so that they can shake everybody free of money. Yeah, she did say she wants attention. Where did she go? Okay. Lord have mercy. Okay. President Donald Trump Sr. has addressed speculation. It's not speculation. We got years and years and years of concrete evidence. His wife is a cuck. Her husband is a cuck. Cook, if you book, right? Cook. President Donald Trump Sr. has addressed speculation for the first time that Homeland Security Secretary Floozy extraordinaire Kristi Noem is having an extramarital affair with her top aide Corey Lewandowski. Trump was asked directly about the rumored relationship, which both Noem and Lewandowski have denied aboard Air Force One Monday evening, whether it constituted a bad look for his administration and whether Noem was likely to remain in her job much longer. He don't want her in that job in the first place. Let's not forget that toward the end of November 2025, he was already putting together a short list for her replacement. Maybe because he realized he wasn't going to get the bow chicka wow wow from her, but looking at her, I don't think you want that. I don't know about that, the president answered. I mean, I haven't heard that. I'll find out about it, but I have not heard that. And before y'all go, Trump always says he ain't heard of nothing because he hasn't. They tell him what they want to tell him to get the results that they want and or need. People who are being treated badly in a Trump jail will self-deport. How do you self-deport from incarceration, stupid ass? Jesus Christ, y'all just say any damn thing and you're like, yep, that's it. That's the right one. I'm a smart boy, Lenny. Yeah, Lenny, you see me there? Yeah, uh-huh. they're going to self-deport the same way that Jeffrey Epstein self-deported off the census? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, George, I got her with that one, George. I got her. Yeah, I got her, George. I stuck it to the darky woman, George. I went into her comments, George. Did you see me? George? Did you see me? I did it. I'm a good boy, George. I'm a good boy. Pat me on the head, George. Pat me on the head. Shut the It's got to be a kink. It's got to be a kink. Like, if you coming in here just to get humiliated by me, could you gift first? Could you super chat it up first? Like, do me that. Okay, give me a little something from my troubles. Maybe I should start dressing like a dominatrix because that seems to be befitting. Get a little leather going. I don't know. You can't self-deport. They do know the right. Like, I don't know what, like, broke motherfucker can't do nothing. Most of the people in the United States cannot self-treat off of the Biggie menu. Okay, that people can't even get a 4 for 4 right now. If they get mistreated in the Trump jail, they'll leave. Yeah, Trump jail it is. America. Oh yeah. Why? Leather lace and a little bit of baby earth. You know what? Hey, chuckles. You know what? You know what? If y'all can get Thomas to make leather chaps 2026 happen, I'll give y'all leather and lace. That, or y'all get $1,000 worth of advertising on GCPR radio to happen, and I'll give you leather and lace with a peekaboo. We'll go walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. So Trump don't know who's boinking who. All he knows is ain't nobody boinking him. He's like, I gave melanoma a whole movie and a paycheck, so she could have a little nest egg, and she wouldn't even let me get a whiffy whiff. That's some bullshtickety right there. I got a whole leg and half of a toe on my other leg in the grave, and she won't even let me get a walk by sniff. I can't even smell her sit down air. That's y'all fault. Why y'all let me get away with that? Just because I'm married don't mean my eyesight. Exactly. Trust me. We got a whole list of who we find attractive over here. Sit down there. Yeah, twin. Sit down there. Y'all just be letting me say anything over here. I'm so glad Thomas nor Jeff be popping in over here. GCPR meeting would be going way differently if they pop over here. I see everything. Yeah, if they pop over here during one of my shows, GCPR staff meetings are gonna go differently. Meanwhile, they keep retesting him for dementia, and he thinks he's in his prime. He does. He does. Trump be like, melanoma. Girl, you look good. Want you back them bones up. Use a sickly mother. Want you back them bones up. Your eyes getting closer. Want you back them bones up. She trying to turn herself into a one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater. And he like, give me that back. Give me that back. What's once again, y'all just let me do and say whatever. I have a feeling somebody is going to make a list. At some point, I'm going to get an email. Would you like to explain this? We're supposed to be having continuity. All right, coming. Methonia and her kung lao hat. Yeah, melanoma. I mean, she tried to hide her whole body. Coming from Cleveland.com, Ohio's Jim Jordan spent 4 months in a Capitol bunker before and is determined to avoid it now. This is called the Taz Effect for a reason. Exactly. Exactly. And they need to stop hating on my ideas. Okay. Let's not forget. Hashtag CUDA Revolution. Okay. While many members of Congress will spend the upcoming President's Day recess with family, Representative Jim Jordan has other plans, hitting the campaign trail to help fellow Republicans hold on to their razor-thin House majority. So far this year, the House Judiciary Committee chairman has ticked off campaign stops for GOP candidates in Florida, Texas, and Arizona. This week, he'll be in Pennsylvania. Why is he doing part of the job of the Speaker of the House? In case you're not aware, part of the scope of position for the Speaker of the House is fundraising for their political party members there. Why is he out there doing it? I guess he doesn't want Trump to incite another self coup, aka insurrection, and then he get okay. The Chairman County Republicans' nomadic schedule reflects the high stakes Republicans face heading into the 2026 midterm elections, with Democrats needing to flip just 3 seats to reclaim control of the House. Keep in mind, the vast majority of the country does not like Republicans, does not mess with MAGA. Thus far, the biggest faction of the GOP in the history of political parties in the United States. So, how about this? We can squash all of this if everybody registers to vote and actually shows up to vote. Don't piss me off this year. Do not piss me off, because guess what? Racist ass octogenarian Rebecca is going to go out and vote, and she going to take Simon with her, because she going to tell Simon that he can touch her boob for 3.2 business seconds. And they going to go out and vote. They vote for everything. Okay, they still voting on American Idol and Dancing with the Stars, and they not even in current seasons right now. They vote on everything. If you don't get your tail up and go vote. And Jordan has personal reasons to want to prevent that outcome. He expects Democrats would immediately move to impeach President Donald Trump Sr. if they win back the majority and stymie the progress that we accomplished in the big, beautiful bill. What progress? That was regression, you pedophile protecting freak. Over the past year, some Democrats in Congress have called for impeaching Trump over issues that include taking military action without congressional authorization, calling for execution of lawmakers, and intimidation of federal judges, bribery and corruption, and abuse of executive power. All impeachable offenses. What's the problem? A little over 6 years ago, I spent 4 months in a bunker in the basement of the Capitol doing depositions for impeachment. Jordan recalled of his high-profile role defending Trump from impeachment in 2019 after Trump appeared to condition aid to Ukraine on Ukraine investigating his Democratic presidential rival Joe Biden. Isn't it amazing that he didn't say he was upholding the Constitution? Put him back in a bunker. Put him back in a bunker. This time, lock the door and don't let him out. Do it escape room style. We know Jim Jordan does not have the smarticle particles to get out. Let's see if this JJ understands dynamite. Because I go back in the bunker. Go back. I mean, you're doing everything but showing up for your subpoena. While getting mad at other people not. Rounding out today's news, Coming from theindependent.com, CBS slammed as capitulating to Trump after Stephen Colbert says network's lawyers banned guests. FCCU. Okay. Late night host Stephen Colbert accused the Trump administration of trying to silence dissent after CBS News blocked the airing of his interview with James Tallarico, a Democratic Texas state representative. Well, I mean, FCC James Tallarico, because we see, smell, hear, recorded your racism, Tallarico. Let's go for a walk, Tallarico. You ever been on a walk with your cousins on a holiday, Tallarico? After they found out you cussed out your mama, their favorite auntie? Let's take that type of walk, Tallarico. Just want to chit chat with you for a minute. Because it's interesting that you would call any black man mediocre when the most mediocre black man far exceeds the best of any of you. Mm. He was supposed to be here, Colbert said during the segment on Monday night, but we were told in no uncertain terms by our network lawyers who called us directly that we could not have him on the broadcast. What was that going to do? I'm going to need y'all to get more creative because I surely would have had everybody in the audience pull out their phones and go live. And I would have still did the interview. You don't want it on your airwaves? Cool. Colbert said the decision to pull the interview was related to the Federal Communications Commission's equal time rule, a decades-old doctrine that requires broadcasters to provide equal airtime opportunities to candidates running for the same political office. There's long been an exemption for this rule, an exception for news interviews and talk show interviews with politicians, the late night host said. But he noted that earlier this year, FCC Chairman Brendan Carr announced that talk shows may no longer be exempt. So just invite them both, sit them on the couch, and do a debate style every single time, since that's what they want to do. Do it that way. But also, FCC has no jurisdiction over the interwebs. So once again, instead of scrapping the interview, Colbert, you have a phone. Everybody in your audience and in your crew has phones. Send the cameraman on break. Tell him, hey, go ahead, take your lunch break. And on your lunch break, you can do what it is that you do on your lunch break. Tell one side to go live on YouTube, one side TikTok, one side wherever. So go ahead. It's a new world. There's new rules and there's new outlets. I'm going to need y'all, for once, to stop acting your age and act your shoe size. Before you go, Taz, that's backwards. That's not how the saying goes. I know, and I meant it that way. I need some of y'all to stop acting elderly as hell. I need y'all to get more creative. And get her done. Where there's a will, there's a way. And with that, I'm going to end on this. White people, stop asking other people what to do in this day and time. Stop making everything a costume party. When somebody pisses you off and you're motivated by hate, you don't ask anybody what to do. You seem to know how to get the point across. Y'all know how to come together and move mountains, because when your parents and grandparents didn't want to integrate schools, within hours, they caravanned and mobbed deep together. When they didn't like that predominantly and or all Black cities, neighborhoods, townships, villages, villas, etc. were prospering in a manner that they assumed that they would, they came together expeditiously to burn them down, bomb them, and flood them. You haven't decided to fervently hate this administration and hate inequity. And you will not hate inequity until you deconstruct. Until you accept that you are mediocre and that you can change that, but you will actually have to put in work and effort to get past it. Stop asking us what to do. And with that, thank you once again for joining me here for the Taz Effect. Oh, thank you. Daily news in a way you did not know you could use. For those listening in all over the radio airwaves, thank you for tuning in at gcpr.live. And for everyone else chiming in from all across the World Wide Web, thank you. And remember, I'm not your little secret. That's not how we're going to keep it. So if you've enjoyed things around here, share me with your friends. Introduce me to your family members. Where your bestie at? Don't be keeping me hidden. I'm not your dirty little secret. I'm not your mistress. I'm the main. Okay? I am the lasagna. All those other news shows are the salad and the garlic bread. Okay? Center stage. So when you come back tomorrow, bring a friend or 10. Okay? Okay. Do not forget, tonight, as with every night, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, on the TikTok streets, we will be going through Learning Through Literature series, continue to go through the memoir Nobody's Girl by Virginia Roberts Giuffre, one of the more outspoken victims of Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein. There will also be another special edition of Tazisms over on YouTube at TazJ77 because there are some additional Epstein Maxwell updates. Just because remember, there were 3 million pages that were dropped. So we're going through, okay? Trying to get y'all all of that good stuff. And remember, find a grave, piss on it in honor of Jesse Jackson. I kid a little bit, maybe. I don't. As always, each one teach one, each one reach one. Later, gators. For just $10, you can commission a custom novelty commercial from any GCPR host. Want to hear them pitch a romantic getaway to Crow Pussy, Mississippi? Done. Need a shout out from Saint Swole Meat Vacations and Dating Services? We're on it. From the somber services of Boab Funeral Homes to the questionable listings of the $10 House Matchmaking, or even a high-flying plug for Cranibus Catering, the script is yours.